Behind me is a little vine maple tree, and when I first got that little vine maple tree, it was tiny. It was like this big, and I transplanted it and I put it into this little pot, and it's grown after the last few years, and it's been thriving. And one of the things I really like about it is how hardy it is. It doesn't matter how hot it gets or how cold it gets, it seems to just be thriving. And that makes me think of a man named Daniel from the Old Testament. Daniel was a young man of nobility who lived around 600 BC in Judah, and Nebuchadnezzar had led the Babylonians to Judah, and they conquered them. And Daniel was brought along with some of his friends to Babylon, and he could have had a bad attitude. He could have sulked, but he thrived because of his trust in God. He was faithful to God. He decided that he wasn't going to trust in the king or anything the king would provide. Instead, he trusted in God. He was faithful to God. He didn't pray to any other god. He only prayed to God, the one true God. And he was willing to face the consequences of being thrown into the lion's den. And God was faithful to him as well, and he saved him from that. Because of his faithfulness to God, he was able to serve a number of kings, and he was able to help them to realize just how great God is. And so I want you to think about that for yourself. Maybe at some point you're going to be transplanted into a new place. Maybe you're going to be moved to a place where you're not familiar with. But what can God be doing through you? What can God do to help you be a blessing to others as you are faithful to Him?